Well, alright, everybody, we are back here with TEW9, the Shifting Sands. We are here back with WWE running Monday Night Raw, so we'll take a quick look at last week's episode where we had Ashley Mazzaro defeat Lita in the pre-show match. We had Gregory Helms defeat Val Venus, and we had Edge vacate the WWE Championship because he is going to be injured for more than a month. So I figured why not just have a new champion come out then at the Royal Rumble. Then we had Jackie Moore and Gail Kim defeat Mickie James and Victoria. We had Trish talk about how Mickie will never become the women's champion ever. Then we had an 8-man tag with Eugene, Goldust, Big Show, and Kane defeating the Spear Squad of Kenny, Johnny, Mikey, and Nikki. Kurt Angle says how tonight is the night where he is going to be the next man to face John Cena for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. Then we had Tommy Dreamer and Ric Flair defeat Scott Steiner and Shelton Benjamin. John Cena talking about how he is ready to win back the WWE Championship, which he was going to do at the Royal Rumble. We had Jeff Hardy defeat Jamal. We had Shawn Michaels talk about how he was going to win the Fatal 4-Way tonight and go on and face John Cena for the WWE Championship. We had John Cena defeat Carlito. We had a backstage segment with Eugene and Goldust basically saying, hey, you know what, Big Show and Kane, we'd like a World Tag Team Championship match sometime down the road, with Big Show and Kane saying, hey, you know what, if you happen to win a number one contendership match, hey, you know what, we'll gladly give you the World Tag Title match. Then we had Kurt Angle defeat Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Rob Van Dam in a Fatal 4-Way to advance on to face John Cena at the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble was last night. Hopefully you caught all that great action that we had. So I'm going to head in and book up Raw here, and I will be right back. Alright, everybody, we are back. We have the show booked, so let's hop right in with our first pre-show match. So in a pre-show bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Eugene and Big Show and Kane defeated Carlito, Chris Masters, and Rob Conway in 11:43 when Big Show pinned Rob Conway with a choke slam. Rob Conway was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everybody. The crowd heat at the end is expectant and simmering. We got a 75 for the wrestling rating. We got a 74 for our crowd and an 80 for our pre-show match. Eugene had a 76. Kane had an 87. Big Show had an 82. Rob Conway had a 49. Chris Masters had a 82. Carlito had a 75. And advanced the world's largest tag team. Storyline that we got going on here. Rob Conway was really off his game, and Chris Masters benefited from having a hot new move. Yeah, short match length. That's not too horrible, I guess. Okay, so let's head into our opening segment of the night. So the show starts off with Kurt Angle coming out with metal hitting. You suck, fills the arena. You know what? That never gets old. Last night at the Royal Rumble, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I stepped into the ring with John Cena, I out-wrestled him, I outperformed him, and I beat him. And now, I'm your WWE Champion. For months, everybody wanted to talk about John Cena, the face of the WWE, the franchise player, the man who is supposed to carry this company into the future. Well, how did that work out? Because when the pressure was at its highest, when the stakes were the biggest, John Cena couldn't get the job done. But I could. And let me tell you something, it feels damn good to be standing here as the WWE Champion. This championship represents excellence, it represents hard work, and it represents being the absolute best wrestler in this company. And nobody deserves it more than Kurt Angle. Now that I've won the WWE Championship, everybody wants to know what's next. What's next for Kurt Angle? What's next on the road to WrestleMania? Simple. I look forward to creating my WrestleMania moment. I look forward to walking into the biggest event of the year as the WWE Champion. And I look forward to proving to the entire world that this championship belongs around my waist. As for challengers, I don't care who they are: Shawn Michaels, Triple H, John Cena, Rob Van Dam, anybody in that locker room. If you want a shot at the WWE Championship, come get one. Because I will defend this title against anyone, and I'll do exactly what I did to John Cena. I'll beat you. The Royal Rumble was just the beginning. WrestleMania is the destination, and when WrestleMania arrives, the WWE Champion will still be Kurt Angle. Because there is no one better, there is no one tougher, there is no one more deserving. It's true. It's damn true. So the crowd heat is hot and rising. We got an 81. Time to play with the champ. Advanced. The angle idea I did failed. The crowd heat got hotter. The angle got the show off to a strong start, so it's just the failed angle idea that killed it. Or we probably would have got a lot higher rating. So let's head to our opening contest. In an exceptional brawl, Scott Steiner defeated Goldust in 9:38 by submission with his Steiner recliner. The crowd heat is hot. The wrestling rating got an 81. The crowd got a 74. We got a 78. Scott Steiner got a 90. Goldust had a 73. It advanced the Nature Freak storyline. The match suffered because there was not enough selling shown. But Scott and Goldust have great chemistry, and it showed in their performances. So that's really good. So that could be a match that we do down the line somewhere. Yeah, just a lack of selling is pretty much what kept it out of being an 80 or something. So let's head to our next segment here. Last week, everybody saw something that made me sick. Everybody saw Ric Flair walk around here acting like he accomplished something. Yeah, go ahead and cheer for him. Cheer for the old man. Cheer for the guy living off of what he did 20 years ago. Because last week, Ric Flair got lucky. That's right, I said it. Lucky. You didn't beat Scott Steiner because you're better than me. You didn't beat Scott Steiner because you're stronger than me. You didn't beat Scott Steiner because you're tougher than me. You didn't beat me because everything fell your way one night. That's called a fluke. And now everywhere I go, people keep asking me the same question. Scott, what did you think about Ric Flair? Scott, what are you going to do about Ric Flair? Scott, did Ric Flair prove he still got it? The answer is simple. No. No, he didn't. And no, he can't. Because Ric Flair isn't standing across the ring from just anybody. He's standing across the ring for Big Papa Pump, the genetic freak, the most dangerous man in WWE. So, Rick, if you've got any guts left, if you got any pride left, if you got any manhood left, man up. Come out here, face me one-on-one, no partners, no excuses, no hiding behind anybody, just you and me. Because I guarantee you one thing, what happened last week won't happen again. You got lucky last night. You got your little moment. You got the fans cheering for you. But you will never beat Scott Steiner again. So here's the challenge, Rick. You want to prove you're still the Nature Boy. You want to prove last week wasn't a fluke. Then get in the ring with me, and let's see what happens when Big Papa Pump gets his hands on you. Ric Flair, the ball's in your court. Holla if you hear me. Well, the crowd is white hot. The segment got us to 68. It advanced the Nature Freaks. The angle got the crowd hotter. I'm assuming it's just from low announcing quality that's killing it. I cannot wait till JR comes back so we can get this done and fix all this. So let's head off to our next match. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, the world's greatest tag team defeated V Squared when Charlie Haas pinned Val Venus with the world's greatest finisher. Viscera was the weakest link. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling got a 67. The crowd got a 62. The segment got a 71. Charlie had a 75. Shelton had an 81. Val had a 68. Viscera had a 44. The world's largest tag team storyline advanced. There were times where it lacked due to psychology. Viscera was really off his game. Shelton and Charlie had great chemistry. They got a tag team bonus. And Harvey Wimbledon sucks again at being a road agent. Man, I gotta get rid of him. So let's head. Actually, you know what? I brought in Charlie Haas for a reason. I want to get them the world tag titles. I'm not exactly sure when they're going to win it, but they're going to at some point because I love the world's greatest tag team, and the 2 reigns that they had with the WWE title weren't very long. So I think whenever I get them to win, they're probably going to hold it for a pretty long time. They are one of my favorite tag teams. So let's head off to our next segment here. You know, everybody loves talking about what happened at the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants to talk about Kurt Angle becoming the WWE Champion. Everybody wants to talk about who won the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants to talk about Triple H coming up just a little bit short. Well, let's get one thing straight. Things didn't go according to plan. I had a plan. I was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. I was supposed to punch my ticket to WrestleMania. And I was supposed to be standing here right now as the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. But sometimes plans change. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes you get knocked down. The difference between me and everybody else is that when I get knocked down, I get back up. You see, while everyone else is celebrating, I'm already looking ahead. I'm already looking at WrestleMania. I'm already looking at the WWE Championship. And I'm already figuring out exactly how I'm going to get there. Because whether the fans like it or not, whether Kurt Angle likes it or not, whether the entire WWE locker room likes it or not, I'm going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. That's not arrogance, that's reality. For over a decade, whenever the stakes are highest, whenever the spotlight is brightest, whenever this business needs a main event, it turns to the game. Kurt Angle can enjoy being champion. He can enjoy carrying around that title around. He can enjoy all the attention because sooner or later he's going to have to deal with me. And when that happens, it doesn't matter who the champion is. It doesn't matter who the challenger is. The result is always the same. Triple H wins. So let me make this crystal clear. My plan didn't work out the way I wanted it. The Royal Rumble didn't go the way I wanted it. But WrestleMania, WrestleMania is a different story. Because I will find my way into the main event. And I will get my shot at the WWE Championship. And when the biggest show of the year comes to an end, the WWE Championship will be around the waist of the game. And once again, the King of Kings will be standing at the top of the mountain because that's what I do. That's what I've always done, and that's exactly what's going to happen at WrestleMania. So the crowd heat is very hot. We got a 92. That advanced the Your Next Triple H storyline. Triple H improvised real well, and the segment could have done better with better color commentary. So let's head to our next match. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Daphne, Lita, and Mickie James defeated Gail Kim, Jackie Moore, and Trish Stratus in 11:52 when Daphne pinned Jackie with the Franken Screamer. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got us a 59. The crowd rating got us a 55. We got a 65. Trish had a 60. Jackie had a 48. Gail had a 60. Mickey James had a 69. Lita had a 52. And Daphne had a 44. It advanced to R when the love becomes an unhealthy obsession storyline. Daphne seems off her game as well. So I just wanted to get Daphne a win because she is cool. Actually, all three of them are, and these are just warm. So lack of low experience. Yeah, it is what it is. So let's head off to our next segment. Well, not bad, not bad. So Vince McMahon's music hits, and he comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past several weeks, Shawn Michaels has made one thing very clear. He believes that he is bigger than Vince McMahon. He believes he can disrespect me. He believes he can embarrass me. He believes he can do whatever he wants and get away with it. Well, Shawn, you're about to learn a very painful lesson. You see, I spent the last few weeks looking for someone capable of solving my Shawn Michaels problem. Not just anybody, not some average superstar. I wanted the most dangerous athlete in the world. And that's why I picked up the phone, that's why I made an offer, and that's why tonight I am proud to announce that Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. And then Brock Lesnar's music hits. He and both Paul Heyman come out. Ladies and gentlemen, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. So he steps in, Paul Heyman takes it. Allow me to introduce the most dominant athlete in the history of sports entertainment, a former WWE champion, the NCAA heavyweight champion, the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Shawn Michaels, for weeks you've been worrying about Vince McMahon. You should have been worrying about Brock Lesnar. Because Vince McMahon didn't bring Brock Lesnar back to have matches. He didn't bring Brock Lesnar back to entertain the fans. He didn't bring Brock Lesnar back to climb the rankings. He brought Brock Lesnar back for one reason: to destroy Shawn Michaels. That's right, Shawn Michaels has been a thorn in my side for far too long, and now I found the cure. Brock Lesnar. Shawn Michaels, you wanted a fight. Congratulations. You just got the biggest fight of your life. Shawn, I'm gonna break you in half. So the crowd heat is very hot. The segment got us an 82. Vince's promo got us an 84. The three of them got a 75. Even God Shouldn't Cross the Boss advanced. Vince looked like a real star. Heyman looked dreadful. Vince McMahon was superb without a script and had the fans eating out of the palm of his hand. So I did make two changes. Brock got a poor for his initial gimmick, and now it's a very good. Gives a small penalty to star quality looking throughout angles. Penalized for losing to comedy gimmicks and being in lengthy angles. And I also changed Paul Heyman's because his was awful. And it got inadequate, so losses don't cause damage, but it doesn't really matter because he is not going to be in any matches ever. So, let's head to our next segment. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Ric Flair and Jeff Hardy defeated 3-Minute Warning in 15-12. When Jeff Hardy pinned Rosie with his Swanton Bomb, Rosie was the weak link struggling to keep up with everybody. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got a 72. The crowd got a 71. We got a 75. Jeff Hardy had a 68 or 78 or 76. Ric Flair had a 75, Rosie had a 60, Jamal had a 78. The Nature Freak storyline advanced. Rosie was really off his game. Jamal and Rosie have great chemistry, and Jamal and Rosie got a tag team specialist bonus as well. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. I mean, I wish the match could have been a little bit better, but hey, the Nature Freak storyline isn't that over yet, so we'll get there eventually. Let's head off to our next segment. Last night at the Royal Rumble, Kurt Angle defeated John Cena to become the new WWE Champion. Love him or hate him, Kurt Angle proved he was the better man that night, but now Raw has a new question to answer. Who will challenge Kurt Angle at WrestleMania? Now, I could simply hand somebody a title shot. I could make an executive decision, but this is WrestleMania we're talking about. The biggest stage in our industry, and a championship opportunity at WrestleMania should be earned. So beginning next week, not tonight, 8 of Raw's biggest superstars will compete in a single elimination tournament. The winner will advance all the way to WrestleMania and challenge Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. And now let's meet the participants. The former world champions, future Hall of Famers, and some of the most dangerous men in this company. The first round, match number 1, Triple H versus Ric Flair. Match number 2 is John Cena versus Chris Masters. Rob Van Dam versus Carlito. And the final match, The Big Show versus Scott Steiner. 4 matches, 8 superstars, 1 WrestleMania opportunity. By the end of this tournament, 1 man will stand above the rest. 1 man will earn the right to challenge Kurt Angle. And 1 man will walk into WrestleMania with a chance to become WWE Champion. Triple H wants to reclaim his throne. Ric Flair wants 1 more championship run. John Cena wants redemption. Rob Van Dam wants the biggest opportunity of his career. Scott Steiner wants to dominate. Big Show wants to prove he's unstoppable. And Carlito and Chris Masters want to shock the world. But only one of them can make it to WrestleMania. Gentlemen, your road to WrestleMania starts next week. And Kurt Angle, I've paid very close attention. Because somewhere in this tournament, your WrestleMania challenger is waiting. The crowd heat is very hot. The segment got us to 79. It advanced time to play with the champ. And your next Triple H. So let's head in to our final match of the night. In an exceptional match, Triple H defeated John Cena in 1858 by pinfall with the pedigree. The crowd heat is very hot. The wrestling rating got us a 87. The crowd got us an 86. The segment got us a 90. Triple H had an 84. John Cena had an 89. It advanced both the time to play with the champ and your next Triple H. The match deserved better color commentary. The match got the crowd buzzing. And let's head to our final segment. So, after the match is over, Bill Goldberg's music hits. He comes out, he spears Triple H, hits him with a jackhammer, and leaves him laying, and says, "Triple H, you're next." So the crowd heat is very hot. The segment got us an 87. The angle idea that I used was a success. It advanced the storyline as well, so let's finish off the show here. Oh, we got a 91. It increased our popularity in 8 regions. We missed 1 in the US, 1 in Japan, and 1 in the Oceanic. And the show benefited from having quite a wide selection of angles. The financial report made $308,000. we kind of gained some there. Nothing really in the US yet, so hopefully we can get the US going so we can get up to the next level in this. But that is everything in this episode. I will see you all in the next one.